Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today we've got a game between Geoff and LegoSpartan on Catalyst, the latter edition. This was a master level game sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of a really, really great game between Terran and Zerg. So I figured I'd cast it. I like master level games. If you're master level, go ahead and send a replay to falconpaladin@gmail.com and it'll probably get cast. Top left-hand corner, we have the red Terran player. It is Geoff with a G. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Zerg player. It's going to be LegoSpartan from SRPM, which I feel like stands for something. What is that? Silly Rhyming Panda Moms? That could be it. Silly Rhyming Panda Moms. He's got a trophy. Check that out. You can get trophies too by winning in-game online tournaments against people of your own skill level. Log into your StarCraft 2 client and you'll see notifications for that up along the left side. I guess depending on where you log in, but anyway, it's there. Hatch first here from LegoSpartan into an extractor here at about 17 supply. You should go back up to 17, then make a spawning pool. Yep. There's the 17 drone, and he's now saving up to that 200 minerals for the 17 spawning pool. And yeah, very, very standard opening here. 1 Rax expand from Geoff. 2, he's got the gas income very nicely, and should have enough for a Reaper. More than enough for a Reaper by the time this barracks completes, which could indicate we're not actually going to see a Reaper. Sometimes that happens. And nope, it's a Reaper. So the Reaper's name is Spoiler McSpoilerton. Spoiler managed to get the script to Star Wars 4742 and revealed to Arcturus Mengsk that Darth Glamgloop is Orwell Skywalker's mother. For this crime, Spoiler McSpoilerton was forced to become a Reaper, his voice muffled so that he wouldn't demoralize other troops by spoiling Fast and Furious 12,672. Are those franchises ever going to die? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think Star Wars is ever going to die as a franchise? Do you think Fast and Furious, they'll just stop making them? I just feel like they make money. And that's the thing. Like, they'll keep being made until they stop making money. And that is the trick for all of Hollywood these days anymore. When I'm trying to think, back in the day, well, kind of the same thing. We'd get sequels to stuff until they stopped making money. They'd stop for a while, then bring them back. And generally how that worked. So this Reaper is actually checking for a very quick third hatch. He's trying to deny that. Looks like LegoSpartan is a little bit too smart for that. He's got his lings out. He's not going for the very, very quick third at all. Get off creep there. There you go. Taking some shots. Don't chase too far. Don't chase too far. That queen's almost out. Queen, come help. Get some shots off on Spoiler here. And yeah, Spoiler's new job is basically to make sure the third base doesn't go down easily for LegoSpartan. Oh, drone. Wait for your escort, drone. Here we go. Waiting for the escort. And if you target fire this down... Oh, that doesn't have speed. KDA charge blowing everything back. Look at this Reaper. Oh! But it does go down because he wasn't target firing the drone. If he'd killed the drone... But man, he's got a bunch of kills anyway. 3 kills there. 3 lings down. 2-1 Reaper is pretty darn good at this day and age of StarCraft 2. Hellions coming out right on time for Geoff back home. Those will start moving down. Well, playing base defense first of all in case some lings come up and try to kill him like these ones will. So very smart play. Going for the Hellion, keeping him at home, starting his great wall of supply depots. And that third hatch on the way. LegoSpartan, you get any additional gas? No. You going for a lair? No. You have 100 gas. You could. But instead doing literally nothing with the gas that he has. Right here. 150, 100. He got up to 100 gas, and then he's basically pulled all workers but one off of the extractor here, and he's not doing anything with it. It's driving me crazy. These speedlings want to do something, but 4 Hellions at home. Maybe he's waiting for them to move across the map. He's got the Overlord in position to scout that, right? To see when they're coming out, if they're coming out. Oh, lings, they got impatient. They came in to check for themselves and said, ah, here are the Hellions. I don't know if the Hellions want to go for any harassment at this stage of the game. Viking out. I love the Viking, the early Viking from Terran. Means your Overlord get picked off and the scouting is denied fairly well until that creep spread pushes out. Creep spread is okay for LegoSpartan. He's got a few, actually 4 queens out here. Spread and creep, although they're here for base defense. One's back home injecting at the main, but there's no queen at the second or the third base. Ling's checking to see is there anything we can do here. Nah, there's a wall. And there is a command center coming up here too. Viking says goodbye, Overlord. Ah, Ling's just committing suicide there. 10 Lings have been killed and 2 Overlords. Geoff is playing this exceptionally well. 450 resources lost for Spartan. And 0 for Geoff. His Reaper is still alive. When does that ever happen? He's got 5 kills. All of them are Zerglings. But hey, it works for me. Creep spread, pushing here. How many queens? LegoSpartan's doing the Snoop method of 1,000,000 queens. 7 queens. He's got another one on the way. Queens are now injecting on all of these hatches. He's throwing his lair down at his natural, and he's got a Rotoran too. Geoff, on the other hand, is working on a medevac, a couple armories, and a couple factories. Interesting. So he's going to do a bit of a drop here with these Hellions and then transition into mech, which we haven't really seen a mech TVZ in a while on the channel, I want to say. It's been a very, very long time, so I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see how this works at this high level of StarCraft. Again, it's not pro, but it doesn't have to be pro. StarCraft is fun no matter what level it is. Baneling Nest coming up here too. Banshee Attack has 3 kills over here at the main base, but hasn't really done a whole lot else. Spore Caller's up Queens here. Baneling Nest versus mech. Unless they're Hellbats, unless it's a Hellbat attack, your Banelings aren't going to do a whole lot, although I have seen some highlights in the past of just mass Baneling wrecking some kind of crazy Thor push. I mean, they don't do amazing, but there were just so many of them. The Zerg player had just kind of out-macroed the Terran player by that stage and was having some fun with it. Hellions roasting up those Zerglings. Roasted. What commercial was that from? My wife always used to love making fun of the voiceover for that commercial. Roasted. I want to say it was like Applebee's or something dumb like that. Regardless, I don't know. Third base going to land here for Geoff at a pretty good timing. Before 7 minutes is not bad at all for a third. We're beginning Thor production. Is he Thor dropping away supply blocked? That's not good. Come on, Geoff. Building some supply depots here. He has a lot of stuff he's trying to do and not building any of it. Fourth base on the way from LegoSpartan. He is macro styling this like there's no tomorrow. He's got 56 drones. He really should start droning up like a madman at this stage of the game. Creep spread, if it were further, would really help him feel more comfortable about droning up. Because right now, if your opponent is meching, you literally can get a 4th and a 5th base and a 6th base and drone your face off. And as long as you can defend moderately well against these Hellions, you're going to be just fine. You just have to know their meching is the thing, and he doesn't know yet. His scouting information is very sparse. Whoa, how do we get that super zoom? Don't do that. Don't do super zoom. Creep spreading here, working on +1/+1 for his ground melee stuff. We could go see Ultralisks at some stage of the game. But he's got a lot of gas income here, which is really good for Zerg. They feel very comfortable when they have a lot of gas, especially for the mid to late game. And yeah, Geoff, other than a little bit of Reaper harass and a little bit of Banshee harass, which has killed 3 drones and some Zerglings. The Zerglings, most of the Zerglings add up here in the north section on an aggressive maneuver. Factory in production here too, and here are the Thors. It's going double Thor drop. Now, again, what I usually say about mech play is that it's not particularly aggressive, but by golly, if we move Hellions out one direction and Thor drop in another direction, you just might be onto something. You might just be onto something here. That is so cool. They kind of like box themselves up a little bit and then just hook onto the medevac. Medevac's capable of carrying 6 Marines and 1 of those. I feel like one of these is a lot heavier than 6 Marines. Oh, it's a Hellbat push. All right, Hellbat push coming in here. Roasting everything up. The Roaches are going to be just fine, thanks especially with the Spine Crawler support. But the Thor, basically unopposed. Goodbye, Queen. You dead. Goodbye, drones. You dead, too. So the Hellbats are gone. But they were just a distraction. Look at these Thors with +1 attack. Okay, they take down the Overlord, too. The anti-air against Overlords, they already got into the anti-air single target mode because they knew there wouldn't be any mutas out. There's no reason to have mutas. So this base is a graveyard. Zerglings coming in. Zerglings are the answer here. Thors do so terribly against Lings. Hydra gets hatched and then picked off immediately. Here we go. Ling Roach, pick up, go. Only 1 Hydra. Can't kill these medevacs. They juke one way and then go the other way. The Queens are actually hoofing it over here pretty smartly for LegoSpartan. I'm going to try to pick this out of the sky, but you know what? What if they go the other way, land, and then just kill all y'all regardless? Oh, were you trying to boost past? You're unloading here. Okay, that seems interesting. 1 Queen down. And Transfuse is trying to keep these Queens alive, but they just get absolutely rocked by these Thors. Damn, you can kill these Lings. Oh, got the Overseer too. That's beautiful. Here comes the rest of the army. And hey, if you're going to come be all the way down here, I'm going to go back in the main and kill more of your stuff. Hey, you're bringing drones back in? I love this from Geoff. I really, really, really like this from Geoff. Trying to get rid of that. Can you maybe win this is my only question. More Hydras are showing up, though, and that's bad. And now you got to go. I think these Thors are dead. You know, no saving them. Nope. Nope, not at all. Medevac. Somehow this Medevac escaped with 7 hit points. 7 hit points. Not too shabby. Alright, creep spread. Pushing along. It's been a little bit slow recently. We are been meching up back home. The thing about Geoff here, that bought him a lot of time. That Thor harass did a lot of good work. He has 6 of them now. A lot of Hellions. Working on that +2/+2. Got the Ravens here too. Haven't seen good Raven play from a Terran and a TBZ in a while either. So thank you for sending this in, whichever one of you guys sent this in. I like the Hydra, Ravager, Roach display here too against this mech. None of you take bonus damage from anything that's going on here. I guess the Lings do. The Lings take bonus damage from the Hellbats, but otherwise Thors don't do bonus damage to, well, air units. Not any ground units though. Kind of pushing up and saying, I don't know about this. Thors. Thor is here. Man, I like Thors. They're such a fun unit. Such a fun unit design. I've always loved them ever since I first saw them in the Wings of Liberty campaign. I believe it was the campaign anyway. Could have been something else where I first saw them. Tech Lab in production here on the Starport. Thor. I cannot believe how many Thors he's making. Have we seen this work at any level for a very long time? No, Mass Thor doesn't work. I don't know what he's trying to do. Lingbane, Hydra, Ravager. See, the problem is Spartan needs another base. And like another one too. Because this army's not moving out. Not for a little bit. Well, it's basically maxed out. So you know what? It is time to move out. I take it back. He should have 1 more base, though. But the harassment slowed down his macro. He should have 6 bases. He only has 5. Which seems like a bit of a problem when you're going against a mech army. Swarm host on the way. Which, okay. You're going to see a giant swarm host mech type battle type strategy here. That seems okay by me. Let's give it a try and see how it goes. Sensor towers revealing the location of this Zerg army. And I love it. Out of Geoff. Tacking on in. Lings, Hydras, Banelings. The Thors are here, though. They'll absorb those Baneling shots. Thanks. Anti-armor missiles on most of this stuff. Geoff says, I hate Zerg. I'm going to hit them with my anti-armor missile. Some Hellbats overextending a little bit there, getting absolutely picked off. And you know what, Geoff? I'm just going to engage here, LegoSpartan, against Geoff's Thor's Corrosive Biles landing on stuff. I don't think you have enough to win this. Auto turret's helping a lot, too. Man, these Ravens worth their weight in gold during that battle. 160 to 173 supply. LegoSpartan is up. He can make 20 Swarm Hosts at this stage of the game. Got ourselves a Greater Spire, too, for them Broodlords. I like Broodlord against this. Although Thor single target anti-air was made specifically for things like Broodlords and carriers and battle cruisers. Where is this thing? 60 damage. Range of 10 versus armored stuff. And guess what? Broodlords are armored. If you're going to go Broodlord here, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to knock down these rocks. They're kind of in the way. Swarm host trying to sneak up this left side. But once again, sensor towers are kind of everywhere for Geoff. So let's see how they do. I mean, they're going to get scouted. There's really no way around this. The coverage is fantastic. He doesn't know what it is, though, is the thing. He doesn't know what it is. And here we go. Gonna land on that missile turret. And are there enough Blue Flame Hellions or Hellbats to handle this? Kind of, actually. Not too bad. The Thor's doing better against Locust than I thought they would. I don't think anything died there but some Hellbats, which is really no big loss for Geoff. They're his mineral dump anyway. Interesting. If you want to get the Locusts on a surround on the Thors, though, you're going to have a better time, I think. How many Locusts are 26 Swarm Hosts? 26 Swarm Hosts you've got. Working on +3 Ground Carapace. Working on Corvid Reactor is Geoff here, too. And there's that 6th base from LegoSpartan I was talking about. Okay, so running around, spreading creep. New creep tumors along the left side here, too. There is a 5th base done for Geoff. It's a planetary fortress, and I think Spartan just found it. Yes, he did. He really hasn't done a great job scouting all that much, has he? He knows what bases exist for the Terran. I guess that's good. Here come more Locusts, though, getting right on top of these tanks. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Oh, Thor's actually dying to locusts. Free units, man. Free units can be very, very frustrating. If I was Geoff, I'd be like quintuple pumping Hellions and Hellbats right now, if I could. All right, range on this is 10, so they have the same range as Broodlords, the Thors do, with their anti-air mode. So you're getting hit by Broodlings at the same time that you are smashing the Broodlord. So, I mean, it seems like a fair trade, I guess. The Hellbats are cleaning up the Broodlings, and then the Thors are smashing the Broodlords. I kind of like it. Kind of like this very much. Are you done with your... Almost. Pop! There's the pop. Sneak attack from the left side. Here we go. Oh, they all landed on something, which is actually good. The more time in the air the Locusts spend, the worse for them, just because, well, they can't shoot air units. They used to be able to, or no, they do in the campaign, but not here. Not in the multiplayer. Okay, LegoSpartan going for the Broodlords. I don't know if the Locusts are enough. I don't think he has enough Swarm Hosts to clear this out. This 3-3 upgraded Thor army marching on in with the Blue Flame Hellbats, also 3-3 because they share the same upgrades. One hatch down and just going right on into the natural and the main. These Swarm Hosts are useless until those Locusts pop up. Absolutely useless. Anti-armor missiles landing. And Locust getting some good damage in here. There we go. This is what they want to do. Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha. Another Thor goes down. The Broodlings trying to do what they can. And trying to auto-turret down the Broodlings from the sky, which is kind of interesting. Good micro here, moving the Broodlords back. Fairly micro-intensive. APM of 243 for the Zerg player, 138 for Geoff, but Mech doesn't take a lot of APM. Geoff says, you know what? I'm not going to chase the Broodlords. If they don't want to kill me, if they want to run away, I'll just go ahead and kill everything inside their main. How's that sound to you? Kapla, kapla, kapla. Some Corruptors flying out, getting single target fired down here. That Thor left alone to explode. Very, very sadly indeed. Broodlings, holy Locust Swarm. The auto turrets coming down to absorb the shots so that the Thors don't. Free units versus free units here, ladies and gentlemen. Using free units to counter free units, but the main base is in shambles for LegoSpartan. He's going to lose all of his hatcheries, all of his infestation pits, which is 1, all of his baneling nests, 2, and the Overlords getting picked out of the sky as well. LegoSpartan is not supply block, but he's very, very close to being supply block. Lean counterattack up here. Trying to do some stuff, but Blue Flame Hellions should be able to clean this out. Although the Zerglings, they got some pretty good upgrades. They got +2. +2 what here? Yeah, +2/+2. Fair enough. Far enough. Alright, so Thor. Oh, this might be the end of Thor army. This is a lot of Locusts. Oh, anti-armor missiles on the Swarm Hosts, but if nothing's actually hitting them, it doesn't matter. And our Thor group is toast. Geoff is making 6 at a time back home. Auto turrets trying to do stuff. Broodlords rocking down. Oh, I guess more Thors have shown up. That's very fair. Oh, did he actually somehow anti-armor missile all his own Ravens? That's weird. Hang on, we can see that. We can find it, right? Oh no, they're already anti-armored. One more time. Okay, so they come down the ramp. The Ravens come over this way. Right, all the Thors die. Oh, okay, they were just close enough to the Swarm Hosts that they caught themselves in the radius of that anti-armor missile. That's very weird. I don't think I've ever seen that. Alright, so Broodlings in the sky. Auto turrets trying to kill the Broodlords. Not doing very well with it at all. These Broodlings are +2/+2, and they are very, very mean. The Thor's going to go ahead and run away home. Locusts losing their Cheeto Dust. Ka-chink. And another base coming up for Geoff in the top right-hand corner here. So that's 6 bases for Geoff compared to a mere 3 for LegoSpartan. He's in trouble. LegoSpartan is in trouble. It is 187 to 186 total supply. Worker count is higher for Geoff than Spartan, which means the army supply is better. Army supply is a 10,900 for LegoSpartan compared to 7,000 for Geoff. Resources lost at this point going to be 24,000 for the Zerg player and 19,000 for the Terran player. Ravagers in production. I really like that LegoSpartan isn't just getting caught on one tech. He's not only Swarm Host, He's not only Broodlord, he's not only Hydra, he's complementing. He's making a good mix of units here, getting some Corruptors in here too. Do you really need the Corruptors, though, is the question. Can you take down this Planetary Fortress, Spartan? I think you can. Hit it. Go. Don't take shots, though. And, oh, are you going after... That's interesting. Well, either way, the Planetary Fortress is dead. Can you save this? No. Locust DPS is too good. Even with a good repair reaction time, it's not going to happen. Oh, can they get the refinery, too? Absolutely. Who am I questioning? Why am I questioning Locusts here? I don't know. Geoff back with more Thors. Got the Ravens here, too. Got some SCVs for the repair. Maxed out army versus maxed out army coming into the 19th minute here. 20th minute, rather, coming into the 21st minute, if I remember correctly. So rebuilding Hatch in his main, rebuilding Hatch in his natural base here, too. Oh, this base is toast again for the second time in the game. And Locusts. Oh, those Thors heard that. They heard it. I mean, every volley kills a Thor, right? Seems fair. Because of that cooldown. That cooldown is pretty darn long. I think Geoff can afford to lose a Thor every 49 seconds at this stage in the game. If he's killing other stuff. He's killing creep tumors. He could probably get this base in the bottom left if he really wanted to. He knows it exists, right? He does. He knows that it's there. Oh, here we go. Anti-armor missiles on everything. Everybody has been Doritoed except for the Swarm Host at the bottom and a couple Overlords. Going to go ahead and kite back here with the Broodlords too. And Thors and auto turrets and Broodlings coming down, just getting massacred by these Hellbats. 17 kills on that Hellbat before he dies. How about you, Hellbat? You're going to die too? Probably. Swarm Hosts launching them Locust. This is one heck of a battleground right now. Locust getting launched down. Broodlings getting launched down here too. Geoff is just powering through it right now. Powering. The Hatch ends up falling. The third base is down for the Zerg player. And continuing to push forward here, trying to deal with these Broodlings without any Hellbats. All of his Hellbats are gone. There's a couple Hellions. They should really transfer into Hellbats. It makes them a little bit better in the situation. Auto turrets getting tossed down, absorbing shots for the most part, not doing a whole lot. This is a grind right now. Geoff is just attacking with everything that he has. The Raven supporting quite nicely. Here comes another huge swarm of Locusts on top of everything. Trying to get rid of the Ravens, but it's not necessarily working. They're being controlled too well by Geoff. Broodlords raining down destruction from the right side here. Corruptors trying to get rid of the Ravens. They are not being target fired by the Thors. Are all the Thors going to die right now? It certainly looks like they are. Somehow LegoSpartan has managed to get enough stuff here to clear out the Thors. The Ravens are still a bit of a problem, but Corruptors are picking them off one by one. The Thors are using their single target anti-air versus the Broodlords. And kabah! Thor down. Thor down. 165 to 159 supply. LegoSpartan lost another base, but he won the battle there. Has not quite won the war yet, I don't think. Geoff is making 6 Thors at a time. Currently has 2, which is not ideal. Can they? They gotta take down the Planetary. I know they're just kind of focusing on whatever they want right now, but Planetary needs to be the focus, and it's too late. He went to try to do it, but there weren't enough Locusts remaining at that point. The Hellbats had their free time with them there. 39 damage versus Light Splash is a lot of damage versus Light. A lot. Corruptors moving on in. Very ragtag, weird group, weird army here from LegoSpartan. I like it, though. I really do. Once again, the eclectic nature of it, I think, makes it more effective than if it was just one thing. Roach wandering into his death. Hey, man. Didn't feel like living anymore, it seems. No, probably not. So replanted his 5th base to Geoff, no big deal. LegoSpartan has not been able to replace his 3rd, and a Hellbat attack into his 4th is problematic. Locust attack at the Planetary Fortress in the top right that Geoff's, that's his 6th base. Is the repair enough? You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Oh, it looks like it is. It's not going down fast enough. And it stays alive. Planetary Fortress with 20 total kills. Hellbats with Blue Flame roasting up this hatchery. They don't do a lot of damage versus buildings, but 24 damage is a lot of damage. It's enough eventually to take down a hatchery. Just focus down the hatch. You guys are not even attacking anything. Focus down the hatch. Are they going to get it before they die? 153, 130, 108, 85, and the hatchery is saved with 40 total hit points and an extractor and a drone. Okay, 2 drones. Now there are 2 drones. Spartan really should expand again. He won that I guess he expanded up this right side. 47 to 57 workers. Where is he even mining from right now? This is oversaturated. He needs to transfer up to this, we'll call it a 7th base. Up this right side of the map here. Oh, Hellbat's finished off the hatch in the bottom left. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Anti-armor missiles on everything. I mean, it hurts, but it's not enough to kill stuff. You really do need to have the additional support of Thor's or something. If you're going to try that. Alright, here we go. Thor versus a very Doritoed army right now. More anti-armor missiles just rolling into these Broodlords. There are Broodlords, but they are all orange and red. And some of them are green. Are we just target firing down the Broodlords right now? The army on the ground is done. Auto turrets doing their terrible, terrible work. Wow, the Broodlords are gone. This hatchery is going to die. LegoSpartan's income is actually not too bad, but he's really only mining from the 1 base. Kind of 2, but not really. Not really here. Locusts trying to do what they can. I find myself in this situation sometimes in latter games when I have Locusts and I'm like, I'm not sure. No, don't even bother killing this. There's nothing here. It's being repaired anyway. Actually, expert repairing there from Geoff. Planetary, nope, that's a command center. And will not be brought down into burning. And that's it. Good game from LegoSpartan. LegoSpartan is defeated and Geoff is victorious. Woo! Whew, whew, whew. All right. That was a good one. That was a good one to send in. Thank you. Thank you, Geoff. I believe the one who sent that in to me today. Yeah, man. He lost a lot of Thors. He lost 41 Thors. Resources lost 37,000 for him and 46,000 for LegoSpartan. That includes 24 Broodlords, 11 Swarm Hosts, a hive, and a bunch of hatcheries. We can't even see it because it's cut off over there. Wow. Great game. Great game. Spartan's problem, I think, was just not rebuilding bases. He could have rebuilt this 3rd. He could have built along this left side here, too, but he just was kind of obsessed with making more units, and it was not the time to do that. So, lose for him. Zerg gets a win today on the channel. Happy Monday to all you Terran fans. And that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.